In this video, I will be giving my opinions of what I believe an optimistic, realistic, and pessimistic season could look like for Brandon Belt, while using advanced statistics to back up my claims. I will also be giving historical examples to give you exactly what type of season I'm talking about. Let's get into it. My optimistic prediction for Belt is Adam LaRoche's 2014 season. During that season, LaRoche hit 26 home runs, had a .259 average, a .362 OBP, and a .455 slugging for an .817 OPS and a 2.40 WAR. Belt has two clear paths to playing time with the Jays. He will most likely take up the DH spot, and on days Vlad needs a rest, he can take over at first base. This acquisition was not one I think most Jays fans were planning for, but as time has gone on, it's made more and more sense. He's on a one-year prove-it deal and provides a strong left-handed bat to help diversify the right-handed heavy lineup. Another note is that he's a much stronger backup to Vlad than Biggio. God forbid anything happens to Vlad, we wouldn't have to stick Biggio in the lineup every day and pray for the return of his 2019 and 2020 self. With the amount of time Belt will receive coupled with the right center field power alley getting moved in a substantial amount, the one-year $9.3 million contract looks like an absolute steal for the man who has a career .814 OPS across 12 Major League seasons and brings great success with him from his 2 World Series wins with the San Francisco Giants. Moving on to my realistic prediction, it's Lyle Overbay's 2010 season. In 2010, Overbay hit 20 home runs, had a .243 average, a .329 OBP, and a .433 slugging for a .762 OPS and an O-WAR of 1.8. As mentioned earlier, the Jays' right center field power alley is being moved in from 375 feet to 359 feet, making Rogers Center an even more batter-friendly ballpark, especially to left-handed bats like Belt. When looking at his hit chart the past couple seasons, it is easy to tell that with these new changes, he can produce a few more home runs than if he was playing in the pitcher-friendly Oracle Park. Belt will turn 35 in April and is coming off an injury-riddled season and his 3rd knee surgery. For most, that could mean an immediate turnoff, but given his track record and the fact that he will not play in the field too much, he should be able to stay healthy. With this in mind, I think a stat line similar to Overbay's would be obtainable and more than enough to leave Blue Jays fans satisfied. And lastly, my pessimistic prediction, which is Jose Bautista's 2008 season. During the 2008 season, Bautista slugged 15 home runs, had a .238 average, a .313 OBP, and a .405 slugging for a .718 OPS and a .50 WAR. Looking at Belt's 2022 statistics, there were 8 home runs, a .213 average with an OBP of .326 and a slugging of .350 for an OPS of .676 and a .3 WAR in 78 games. Yeah, not the greatest. When taking a deep dive into why this past season went so wrong, of course other than his knee injury, the most eye-popping statistic is the difference in his isolated power. Isolated power is a way of calculating a batter's raw power and tells you how often a player hits for extra bases. The formula to calculate it is to simply take the player's slugging percentage and subtract it by their average. For example, a .250 is excellent and a .80 is awful. When looking at Belt's past few seasons, you can tell why in 2020 and 2021 he found immense success. In 2020, he had a .282, and in 2021, he had a staggering .323. Then in 2022, it plummeted to .138, which would sandwich him in between Thairo Estrada and Tommy Pham in the list of the best isolated power, which is not the best company to be in. It is difficult to pinpoint exactly why his isolated power dipped dramatically. The easy answer is to say it was from the pain in his knee. So with this being said, a comeback season for Belt should be in line given that he'll be healthy, but it is easier said than done. Was 2022 a sign of things to come, or an outlier in Belt's impressive career? Let me know what you think in the comments below. That is all for this video. This is only part 5 of an 8-part series, and if you enjoy content like this, I'm sure you'd be interested in the rest of my videos. I'm on a quest to upload at least 5 times a week and create a baseball-loving community here. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Only a small percentage of people watching are actually subscribed, and it helps me out a lot. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.